Hello, my fellow human beings, and welcome to another episode of The Human Experience, where I will be talking to a very dear friend of mine named Kieran O'Brien, otherwise known as C.O.B, the dude. This guy is a rebellious, free-spirited human being. He's confident, he's expressive, he's hard-working, he's a visionary, and he's a poet. And above all, he values love, family, and authenticity. Get ready to get some of his human experience. C.O.B the dude, how is the human experience going, bro?
It's fucking going, bro. It's not stopping, man. You know, just on a constant hustle, constant grind, bro. You know, this is the fucking experience they told you be having in school, bro. When they tell you you're growing up, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it, bro.
For sure, man.
I'm making money, man. You know.
That's it, man. So tell me, like, any challenges you're facing lately, like insights. I see you've been doing tattoos recently, man. Tell me about that. Why have you decided to do that, man?
To be honest, bro, I've been an artist. I've been drawing everything. I've just been creative, like my whole life, you know, that kind of way. And I figured, like, obviously you can see I have a few fucking tattoos, bro, and it's something I've been heavily interested in since I was very young, bro. Like, just seeing like fucking pictures on my brother's like Nokia or something, like, you know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
And just seeing like all the fucking the old ass fucking tattoo styles and stuff like that, just like since I was young, him getting his first tattoos and shit. And I don't know, just now I think I've just been surrounded by it so much in my life that I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? It's just another way to fucking express myself, bro. Another way to also like kind of permanently put my mark on the fucking planet, man. You know, that kind of way. Yeah, it's just something I just really enjoy doing. So I'm like, why not? Of course, like, you know, a couple of beans, bro, help as well, you know? Like, if there's any job in the world I could think about doing, I'm like, this doesn't sound like a bad one. You know, that kind of way?
Tell me a little bit about the Lost in Translation there, man. Like, there's definitely a story behind that one, man.
So, as you know, anyway, that's the name of my first, like, album that I released about a year and a bit now. And for the last shot, we made a short film, right? And for the last shot of the short film, it's me getting tattooed on my neck. And again, this is the name of the album. So it's me getting tattooed on the neck and then coming up and then just showing that and so on and so forth. But what Lost in Translation is meant to me, it's actually a long story, bro, to be honest. But what it would mean to me is like, I don't know, just there's so much shit going on in life and people can have different views and people can disagree on things and so on and so forth. And it's like almost like the truth sometimes gets lost in the translation of people trying to explain and express, like, I guess you could say their beliefs in a way, you know, that kind of way. Yeah, to be honest, but one of my mates actually named it by accident as well. And well, we were on some psychedelics or whatever. We were just chilling, doing our thing, and I don't know. The whole night was a massive. It was good. It was a good night. Crazy shit. Lots of shit learned. Whatever. And then the end of the night, then like just as we were about to like part ways and stuff, we were talking and just like, whoa, that was crazy. He was like, bro, I'm so lost in translation right now, and I was like, man, that's fucking genius, bro. You know what I mean? I wrote it down. It's like straight away in the phone. I was like, that's it, man.
What were you thinking in that moment when that lit something up there? Like, what insight did you get there, man?
See, I had already like made the songs that were on the album. They were already made. I just didn't know it was going to be an album, and I also had no name for an album. I didn't have an album in mind when I was making the music, but down the line, it all just like made sense a bit, you know, that kind of way. And to be honest, there's so many songs that like were wrote later on that were meant for the album and stuff like that, but they never made it, like, you know what I mean, because it was like forced into like this project or something, you know. But I don't know, bro, it's such a simple thing for him to say, and it was just a very out of the ordinary sentence as well that I was like, that's actually, you know, it just, I don't know, it just kind of like made sense. And the more I thought about it, the more I deeped it and shit like that, it was like how much like my journey, yes, but also how much my music fits into that, like under that kind of heading or category, like, you know. So yeah, man, Lost in Translation. So name of the first album, tattooed on the neck, ingrained on the skin for life.
Especially that shot with you coming up, man. Like, it was just unreal, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Man, there was something in particular I wanted to talk to you about today, and I feel like a lot of people watching can benefit from. And basically, the question is, you're a very confident guy. You know yourself. What do you feel like is an effective way to build confidence in oneself and maintain that momentum?
Like, I definitely think, some people say, oh, I'm an anxious person, I'm a this person, I'm a that person. And straight away, you're just kind of labeling yourself as that thing. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, I don't know, confidence is kind of just built in a belief that you're good enough to do the things that you want to do. You know, that kind of way. So, like, day one, bro, for me, like when I'm starting with stuff and I really want to do something and it's a project or something I have in mind, like whether it's just writing a song, whether it's even just doing tattooing in the first place, that kind of shit, I'm like, I'm already fully believing myself, that I'm like, it's almost already done, that kind of way. It's
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
now embodying this thing. It's a thing I want to do and pursue in my fucking lifetime, that kind of way. And it's like, bro, why would I not do it? If it's something I want to do, why would I not fucking do it?
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of way. Now, yeah, easier said than done, bro. Don't get me wrong. I have days where I'm fucking chilling. I don't want to do anything. There's days where I'm not fucking confident, bro. That kind of way.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I
yeah.
I'm able to even differentiate like, and kind of almost know in a way, that kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, to be honest, I think confidence just comes from constantly just working on something and getting yourself,
Would you say creating something, like just creating something, doing something? Like, what do you mean? Like, for instance, like maybe starting MMA, could that build one's confidence?
Yeah, absolutely, bro, 100%. But I don't think like confidence comes from just creating, because sometimes people can work in the jobs where they're not necessarily creating things. They might enjoy it and they might be good at it and they're confident in that. You know what I mean? I don't think it just comes from.
I suppose it can be many things, can't it?
Absolutely. I think the purpose and reason behind why you want to do things and what it does for you and if it really fulfills you, I think that's kind of where confidence comes from. When you do something and like, okay, first time I made music, I was writing music, I didn't write the best song in the world.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed how it made me feel. So I was like, I want more of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just with tattoos, just drawing in general in the first place, drawing, painting and shit. Like when I was younger, even into now, like being an adult and stuff like that, it's still something I really enjoy. And it also helps me keep that inner child alive too. You know that kind of way? It kind of just keeps that fire of youth, I suppose, in me. Like I know I'm only fucking 24, but like I don't even feel 24 yet. That kind of way. I still feel.
How old did you say you feel at the moment?
Bro, I'm still like 14, bro.
Is
to
it?
be honest, yeah. Everything I do now is to satisfy the 14-year-old that's in me, bro.
Why the 14-year-old?
I just think that was the kind of.
That was a pivotal moment, like.
Yeah, it's kind of the year in my life where you start meeting so much people, you start doing loads of social things, and you're going out with friends, and you're meeting new friends, and school and shit all the time, and all this, that, and the other. And I was just like in school and stuff, I was just like, fuck it, like I didn't give a fuck. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to make art. I wanted to make music. I wanted to sing. I wanted to dance. I wanted to write poetry. You know what I mean? I wanted to do everything except fucking school, to be honest with you. And I didn't really feel like it was benefiting me at all, Not to say that I'm like better than schooling system or anything or so on and so forth. It just wasn't for me, bro. Like, that kind of way. Some people, that is their path and some people enjoy it. Some people, like, they're just different paths, bro. Different interests. You know what I mean? I was never really a fucking academic kind of dude. I was just good with my hands. I was good with my imagination. That kind of way. I was good with fucking pencils and fucking... I don't know, thinking of things, making stories, and just creating new things that were never there before, Like, even going way back before that, like, even just having toys and shit, bro. I'm making full movie plots with my fucking toys and shit, bro. That kind of way. And just trying to create new things and atmospheres and stuff for myself, Just... I think that's just what...
Create things, like... You're definitely a creative.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It keeps me interested in life, man. There's so many things in life that I want to do, bro. I feel like only now... I feel like I'm only getting started, and I hope I can keep that mindset till the day that I die. That I'm only getting started, like, because you fucking are, man. We always are. No one has it all figured out, man. You know what I mean? Everyone just wants to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Some people never get to know what it is that they want to do. You know what I mean? Just doing what other people fucking tell them to do, which is cool as well. If you're satisfied, go ahead, do your thing. I'm not judging you for that either. Like,
I think that's where a lot of people actually struggle, man, is finding out what they want to do, man. Because I speak to so many people and they're like, oh, I don't know what I want to do with my life, man. You know what I mean?
What makes it hard is like, from being young is being put into all these systems and being told what to do your whole life, bro. Like when you're young, you're put into creches or you're minded by someone, and then you're put into like fucking primary school and so on and so forth. And then
All this
constantly.
programming and
Exactly,
fucking,
you know, and it's like, where in all of this was I supposed to find time to find myself? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, what, 2 days off a fucking week, and you know, you get to spend what after you go home from school and shit, you get to spend a few hours doing homework, and then you do something, I don't know, whatever the fuck, you just want to chill out. You're burnt out, you know, they give you so much stuff to do to burn you out, and then you just like, it's like, okay, I don't want to do anything else now, you know? Yeah. I don't fucking sit down and chill, bro. And I get that. I like chilling too, man. You know what I mean? But too much of it, too much of anything.
Yeah.
Fuck you up, man. It rots your brain, bro.
100%, man. Going to school definitely brought me a lot of anxiety and depression, man. Just not wanting to be there, not really learning anything that benefited me. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, learning how to read and maths and all that, but
yeah, of course. There's definitely basic necessities there, man. No doubt about it. Like, but it's just like how far you want to go with that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just so happen to be interested in words, but like, I didn't feel like learning English in school and writing letters to imaginary people was beneficial at all. And like trying to figure out fucking problems and shit. It's just like, man, you know, it just never it made sense to me. You know, my granddad always says the thing, bro. It's like, no matter what you do, whether it's a pen or a pickaxe that you do your job with, you're still a valuable fucking human, you know what I mean? So whether you're out doing the heavy lifting and all the labor, or whether you're sitting inside and fucking painting pictures and creating shit, you're still valuable, you know, that kind of way. No one's left out.
Still creating something of value that someone else might see as valuable, I suppose. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Fuck. So another question I want to ask you is, what was the most difficult lesson you had to learn in the past year, and why was it difficult for you?
I don't know if it's a lesson, but more so like a challenge that I've been faced with is that, bro, you just have to do it. You're just on your own, man. You have to do it. No one's gonna fucking do it for you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, I've always kind of known that, to be honest, but like to really be over the past fucking year, even like fucking 6, 7, 8 months, bro, has been like the most life-changing and growing up fucking bunch of shit I've ever done in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Not a bunch of shit, but you know what I mean? Just real life, you know what I mean? Just real life.
Just showing up, man.
Bro, moving out the parents' house, like fucking getting engaged to my missus, bro. Man, baby on the way.
A lot of shit's happened for you, man, for sure.
Paying bills in a house, bro, and like maintaining a steady fucking income to feed your fucking yourself, your missus, and to put a fucking roof over your head and so on and so forth. Like, it's not fucking easy, bro, to be honest with you, but you have to do it. It has to be done. You know what I mean? It's like, because if I don't do it, I'm going to be in 10 times worse circumstances and like can't raise a child in those sort of conditions.
And obviously with the baby coming on the way, man, how are you coping with that? Like, what's your mindset going into that?
Lessons, bro. Yeah, 100% blessings, man. It's game changer, man, you know, because again, not only am I now like, do I have to look after myself, my missus, and then there's like something else, well, of course, that we're gonna look after together, another person, bro, you know, bringing into the world, man, it's a major responsibility, and it's our purpose, bro, on earth. Beyond everything else, it's nature, man, you know. It's, I don't know, it's always gonna happen, you know, that kind of way, but like, nah, it is blessings, bro, to be honest.
And now with us,
we need it though, you know what I'm saying? So that really fucking helps, man, you know.
Yeah, no, facts, man. It definitely is a blessing, man. And now with obviously us talking about the school system, like, what's your thoughts on that? Are you going to put your kid in school, man? Because that's something I think about my own kids in the future as well, man.
It's sticky, man, to be honest with you. You know, there's so much fucking bullshit, bro, that, like, you don't want your child to be exposed to, man. You know what I mean? I guess there's... I don't know. I feel like there's a good and a bad side to it, right? Yeah, I just told you, when I was like 14, that those were like my pivotal years. I was in school during that period of time, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I kind of, thankfully I had my own mind, of course, at that time, you know? I was like, I don't know. I knew I didn't want to be in school, put it that way, at that age, bro. And then it's like, I didn't turn out too fucking bad. And I got to meet so many people that are now lifelong friends and this, that, and the other, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, I couldn't tell you much shit that I learned in school, to be honest, other than like fucking core values of how to interact with people.
Yeah. The social, I think, is the socializing aspect, man.
You know, you're just in a fucking school, you're 14, bro, everyone's fucking pumped up, ready to go, like, you know what I mean? Everyone's just doing shit, man, you know what I mean? And like, just teenagers, everyone's just growing and doing, you know, and everyone's change and everyone's going through shit. Everyone has their emotions. Everyone, you know, this, that, and the other, and you're just fucked into a big soup of melting pot of all them fucking different like shit that's going on. You're just like, go survive, do
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? But it taught me a lot though as well about how people work. You know, that kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And it also, I mean, makes you kind of realize how like people can change as well. There's people that you now know that like you went to school with and shit like that, and you're like, whoa, you're doing this with your life and that with your life. Like, it's great to see people growing up and doing their thing as well. You know what I mean? So all of that kind of experience is mad, because when you see other people like that, you can like almost reflects how far you've come as well. You know, that sort of
Yeah,
way.
for sure, man.
But yeah, in terms of putting my own kid there, bro, I don't know. It's a sticky one.
Not for me, man. Like,
no, you know, again, the social aspect of it all is brilliant.
that is the thing, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, some people, bro, to be out like just don't get enough interaction with people man, sometimes, and you just I think that's definitely a massive thing that takes away self-confidence, is not having so many fucking interactions with people and understanding how to hold a conversation and speak with somebody.
Yeah,
you
man.
know? I don't know, it's a sticky one, bro.
Yeah, I actually struggled with that as well, man. Like growing, like in school, definitely holding conversations, like you said. It's not until I started reading books and actually getting out there, going to pubs and interacting with people, and you build. It's like a muscle, like with anything, man. You build it up, man.
Know how to do it, yeah, 100%.
And I'd say also, the quality of people you surround yourself with
most important
is very important to build that confidence as well. Like, do they make you feel like shit? Do they make you feel good?
Facts, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's definitely an important thing as well, man. All right, so then just another question for you, man. Out of all of the books you have read, all right, so you know what's coming, bro. Which had the biggest impact in your life and why?
I'm sure you know the answer to this, because
I think I do,
I've
man.
thought of. We've had.
You read so many books, though, man. It's hard to say.
Yeah, bro. No, that's true. Like, there's definitely a handful that have influenced me. But at a certain period of time in my life, it was David Goggins. You can't hurt me. That shit, bro. That fucking like crazy. That was the kind of material I was reading during like lockdowns and shit, when you weren't allowed to go anywhere, this, that, and the other, and just like forced to stay inside and understand your own fucking mind and shit, like, you know, that kind of way. I was training very, very heavily at that point in time as well. Shout out to Mikolai, fucking getting me fresh, you know what I mean? Keep me in shape and that. Actually, it was Mikolai who put me onto this book, and then a good friend of mine, Hashbrik, then actually had it already and gave it to me when he finished it.
Hashbrik,
yeah, you know. So yeah, that's definitely up there, bro, to be honest. Even now, you know, that kind of way. When, like I was just saying, it's like when you know you have to just do something, it's like, what are you gonna do, just bitch out, or like what, not go for it, you know, the kind of way. Or it's just like you just fucking go for it. Doesn't matter how much you have to fucking suffer and feel pain to achieve the things that you want, because if you achieve the things that you want, then it's all worth it, man, you know.
Yeah. And what to, like, from that book, what was the main thing that you took out of that? Just that, get it done, like,
who's gonna carry the boats, bro? you know,
for sure, man.
you know, if you know that, bro. But like, nah, to be honest, what's the main takes is that it doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter if you're not up for it that day, it doesn't matter this, that, and the other. You just have to fucking go for it, man. You know, again, no one's gonna do it for you, bro.
Yeah.
So you just have to go and get the things that you want, you know.
And also identifying what you want. Like, a lot of people don't even know what they want, man. They don't really have like a vision, because like they don't know what to aim at. You know, I think it's also important to identify that first, and then gives you some clarity. You know what I mean?
Fucking facts, man. Yeah, 100%.
So, what is your version of heaven on earth, bro? So let's say you had a magic wand, man, and someone's like, if you could create your perception of heaven on earth right now, what would that look like, bro?
You know, there's like the version in my head that's like the selfish version, where I'm just like, you know, just kind of want everything and stuff. But like, then there's the version that's like, oh, this would benefit everybody kind of way. That's like, you know, I mean, not to sound all hippie-ish or anything, but it's just like peace, bro. Peace for everybody, you know, which sounds good and all. Yeah. But it's like, again, everything I was just saying about fucking grinding and have to get like hustle and get to the places that you need to get. You wouldn't really do that with peace. I guess the aim is peace, isn't it?
Peace, love, living in harmony with nature, like,
you know. I guess a better thing to say with that, everybody would be sufficiently abundant and would just have everything that they need, no more, no less. Just you know, that kind of way. But then
Simplicity.
again, that also just cuts out the whole thing of like having to fucking strive for something as well, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
I don't think you can have one without the other. Like,
Yeah, bro, 100%. You know.
yeah, that's a tricky one, man.
Yeah,
So what
bro.
is like? How are people living? Like,
Yeah, you know, just everyone's just doing their thing, man. Just everyone's farming, everyone's growing veg, everyone's like sharing their fucking crops and things that they make, and you know what I mean. Everyone's just looking out for each other, man. You know, and so much in this world. Everyone's trying to get on top of everyone fucking else and be one and be the top and so on and so forth. And I get it, you know, like it's just nature, bro. Realistically, you know, that kind of way. But it's like,
you don't think we were just programmed to be like that, man? Think about when we kids, man. We don't really want to. We just want to have fun and just play with everybody. Well, I suppose in a way we were kind of like that.
yeah, no, 100%, bro. Even if you just break it, like look at chimps, bro. You know what I mean? Like fucking out in the wild and shit, and it's just like you're the bigger chimp, the older chimp, the one who beats the fuck out of the other chimp. He's the king chimp. Everyone listens to him until some other motherfucker comes in and beats the fucking shit out of him. It's, you know what I mean? And just,
Yeah.
You know, that's how it is, man. It's just nature, bro. I think, to be honest, just systems that are set up by Mother Nature, bro. To be honest, you know.
Yeah, and what do you feel like children should be learning to? What should children be learning now? Because we're just talking about the school system now. What do you feel like children should be learning at the moment, man?
Well, even
Because that's what I think about daily, man. Like,
put it this way, man. Yeah, I come out of how many years of school? Like 12, 13, 14 years of school nearly.
yeah,
And I don't know how to grow vegetables. I don't know how to survive. I don't know how to like have clean water. Well, yeah, I guess, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to make these things happen. You know, that kind of way when it's like, I'm not like
being self-sufficient now.
yeah, bro, you know, yeah. But like not even nobody can be really self-sufficient. Everybody needs other people. No, everybody needs other people, man, you know, that kind of way. But like I do think it's possible to become like sufficient. Yes, absolutely. Put it this way, in music, right?
Yeah.
I can't, for example, like make a song if Doc doesn't provide the beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if Doc doesn't mix and master, I can't shoot videos if I don't have someone to shoot videos for me. Me and you can't have this conversation if I'm here by myself. If you're here by yourself, this podcast can't happen without fucking Lucas and his camera and you know, his equipment and stuff like that. It's everybody is playing the part that they need to play in order to make the things happen. You know what I mean? Everyone is like a cog in this self-sufficient wheel now, or you know what I mean? That's allowing us all to do the things that we want to do. You know, that kind of way. That, bro, like, okay, try have a podcast by yourself, set up your camera, set up your microphone and see how far you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go out, buy your, you know, again, even with music, I can go out, buy my laptop, learn how to make some maybe not so great beats because I, you know, want to write or something instead, and then just like, make my own videos and just set up a tripod somewhere and this, that, and the other. You don't get the same quality. You don't get the same amount of like love. And I think humans in them only have so much effort that was like really their golden fucking juice that will like like really contribute towards something. Because if you and I were to sit here and do this podcast for 18 hours, we'd be you know what I mean? It's too much, bro. We're using too much energy. You know, that kind of way. But
I think it's also getting other people's perspectives on things as well, man.
Yeah, bro.
Different angles, different beliefs. Like,
you know, when you watch a movie or listen to a song, you're hearing and seeing someone else's mind and creation and something else that was made from somebody else. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking amazing. Like, you know, that kind of way. And even at that though, like these things can't happen with everyone involved to make it happen, you know? Absolutely, bro. Just hearing other people's perspectives and so on and so forth. You think this camera angle will work? You think this camera angle will work? Should I say that? Should I do this? Should I, you know what I mean? It's like, it's, people need each other, man. Everyone's out here trying to be this fucking top dog. Everyone's out here trying to be this, I can do this all by myself. Good luck. Have a good one, bro. You know what I mean? Why would you even want to go through life trying to do things by yourself? Like, there's a certain amount you have to do by yourself. But like ultimately, bro, if you can do things with people and share your talents and they share your their own talents as well, like
you bring each other up, man.
Exactly, bro. You know, it's like this mind and this mind create this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man.
I feel like the role models that a lot of people are looking up to now, like building that mentality of top dog, top G,
Yeah.
all that fucking.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking nonsense if you ask me. But
It's
like
crazy, bro. Yeah.
having a sense of community and building connections for me is the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Absolutely. But like I get it though, when you do your thing and you feel like the man, you're like, I did this.
No,
bro.
obviously,
Like,
man,
yeah,
yeah.
you own that shit with fucking pride. Like, you know what I mean? That's the feeling you want. But like if you're just
Yeah.
doing that by yourself in your bedroom and just like not sharing it with people and not trying to inspire people and not trying to like
Yeah,
push a
man.
message across, what's the fucking point, man? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you wouldn't watch a movie that has fucking no substance in it, you know, that kind of way. You
No
wouldn't,
juice, like no value, man.
exactly, bro. Like music, personally, I can't like. I don't get me wrong, every so often, you know, but like I can't really listen to music that's just like fucking bitches, money, this, that, the other. Again, being the fucking the king of all this shit and so on and so forth. It's like I don't know, man.
Having that persona, man.
I don't want that, bro. What I want is a home to raise my kids, man. You know, that kind of way. Enough fucking food, just to be sufficient, man, and be able to create things. How far will I take it with the creative things? I just have to keep doing it and find out. You know what I mean? But like ultimately, bro, my goal is to just have enough to be able to make sure everyone in my fucking family is safe, bro.
You're safe
You know
and
what I
happy,
mean?
protected, well fed.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%, man. You know, if more comes, and that's just bonuses, then, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I see it, bro.
I think it's also about getting that free time as well. Like that's pretty much the main reason why I want to get money. So I have more free time, like you said, to create things, man. Fucking poetry, podcasts, that kind of jazz, man.
Bro, you know, 100%, man. I like, that's it, man. Just like, just reverting back to nature, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just reverting back to the way that I think we ultimately should be. And not, again, that's just my view. Someone else might have another view of what you should be, and this, so on and so forth. And that's why the whole heaven on earth question is difficult for me, because what's my heaven might be someone else's hell, like, you know, that kind of way.
Fuck, man. Jeez.
You know, I might live a life that somebody else would hate to live, you know? It's just the way it is. I know people who like live certain lives, this, that, and the other. I just know that I couldn't ever fit that role and do that, you know? I can only fit my role, you know?
100%. I feel like we all do have a role to play, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Where do you see yourself in like 3 years' time, man? Considering you have a baby on the way, man.
Jeez,
Bro. Where are you in 3 years' time?
Yeah, well, like everything I just said right now, bro. Like everything I just said right now, bro. Like a fucking nice house, a place where I can have a nice studio or something, maybe at the back garden, in the house, whatever. Fridge full of food, man. Kids running around, maybe another one at that stage. You know what I mean? Like, let's see how it goes, man. You know what I mean? But ultimately, yeah, that is the goal, bro. To be honest, that's my goal for like now, man. That's what I'm trying to achieve, like ASAP.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? But again, you can't like rush this thing. You can't rush this shit, bro. You know, you can take the steps that you have to take to get there, though. You know?
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I do get impatient, man, where it's like you can, because you can visualize it, you can always taste it, but it's like it's just there. But it's like the universe, God, whatever, it's like it teases you, man. It's like you really have to work for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, as cliche as it is, bro, it's got to be done. You know. That's life,
yeah, that's it,
life, bro, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, fuck. Man, fucking sick to have you on, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, man.
No stress,
really appreciate it, bro.
So, who do you feel like the music you're creating? Yeah, what's the kind of impact you're trying to? Is it just pure self-expression, or is there any kind of particular audience that you would like to influence with your music?
Bro, if I write a song that influences someone's nanny to fucking knit a better fucking sweater, something like that, bro. Just if I can make music to just influence people to want to be better and want to like I don't know, just thrive, man, and do their thing, you know. I think that's ultimately my message, to be honest, you know.
Inspire people to fucking do something.
Yeah, bro, even to just heal, man, you know.
Yeah.
I know how powerful music has been for me throughout my whole life, and things I've heard and things I've listened to, and you know, let's say like the likes of fucking even Kid Cudi, bro. I think
man, hands down.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a very inspirational kind of guy. I spent probably some of my worst days in my life listening to his music to try.
Man, you brought me out of depression as well,
bro. You know what I mean? So I think ultimately that would like in terms of impact and like what he's done, I think he created his own beautiful fucking niche of where he's able to
Embrace his uniqueness and
yeah and spread the word that it's like not impossible, you know, because I think what his music brings is a lot of vulnerability, which I think is a nice thing because not a lot of people talk about their fucking
100%.
vulnerabilities, bro. And like, you know, it's like, oh, it's not masculine to feel sad about this thing or so on, you know. It's like, hold on, when you hear somebody that you like almost look up to in a way say that it is okay to, you know, and you hear their and they share their vulnerabilities, and you almost build like this personal attachment through music to a person that you've like never met before, you know what I mean?
It's that being able to like relate with them. It's like through their music, it's like you kind of feel their soul in a way. I mean, it's an expression of their soul when you say like creating music is expressing who you are as a soul.
Absolutely. And not only that is it expressing who you are, but it's also getting to know who you are too. You know, when you're able to like put your own mind, your own thoughts, your own words and onto like a piece of paper and be able to like then listen back to it like years later, or even listen back to it right after you do it, and then you know you're ultimately able to stop and analyze your own thoughts. Then you know, like you could write one line of a sentence or something, then you can break down why you chose to use every single word that you used. You know what I mean, bro? Same with journaling though. You know, it's the same with writing down anything. If you feel like you're expressing yourself through writing, through paint, and so on and so forth, every fucking letter, every stroke of the paintbrush, that's all. It's all self-expression, like, you know. Some people, like I was gonna say some people do it better than others, but ultimately not really. Everyone is just different, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm better than you at this. It's like, no, you're just different than me at this. You know? It's like, you know. That's it, man. You know, that's something I've been thinking a lot about lately as well. It's like we're in this age now where there's just so much technology, there's so much computers, there's so much phones, there's so much this, that, and the other.
Distractions, man.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I was looking at them more so of like, if you look at them like tools to like, okay, let's say you push your business on a social media
of course
thing, and you get yourself this new fucking plugin for your fucking Fruity Loops on your fucking laptop and all that kind of shit, and just, you know, that kind of way, bro. Like that just I just was never good at all that. It's too almost like tedious and I don't know,
too much
pattern.
what's that word? Complexity, man. It's too much, man. It's
That and almost like there's like so much structure in all these things that it's actually like complicated.
I know, man. All these fucking apps, especially, man, do this to do that, and like
You know what I mean, bro? I just was never really good with all that shit. I was never good with numbers. I was terrible at maths. I was just all that shit. Just not that it didn't make sense to me. It's just I think I kind of just didn't really have an interest in it. You know, like I said earlier, like words and stuff like that was more so where my interest lay. Colors, paint, creation, like, you know, this, that, and the other. Not that you can't like do all that with your fucking computers and phones and shit, but again, I'm just better with my hands, bro. Having something in my hand and doing this instead of like looking at a screen trying to use the tools on the fucking phone to like do, or use the fucking tools on a laptop or something to create something else. It's like, but like I just want to do that right here in front of me without a screen. You know what I mean?
It feels a lot more authentic. Even journaling, man, like, or like I try to do this thing where I was journaling on my computer. And it just didn't feel right to me, man. Like when you journal, like I've noticed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You just feel, but it feels like you're actually releasing like thoughts and emotions that are just like trapped in there.
Yeah, that's funny you say that, man. Actually, I remember years ago asking my dad. I was like, "Here, any chance I could get like a diary or a journal or something?" Like, here, hold up, and he opened up the computer and he's like, "Here, just you can type all your thoughts and shit here and stuff, you know." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." He's excited about it, new age technology. But that I like even then when he told me like that moment, I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I want to hold a copybook. I want to hold a nice journal.
Even reading books, man, just having it in your hand is like,
you know,
the human experience.
It's really nice, bro. Even the difference between like listening to music through headphones, fantastic. But then listening to music live, you know, and people are right in front of you, just like doing the things with their hands, you know, just
in real time, man.
People using their hands and their minds to create things, man. You know what I mean? It's fucking amazing. Like, you ever see people playing drums and shit like that? Like, just really sick drums, bro. That is amazing, bro. Even people just playing guitar and, you know, everything, just instruments and stuff. I can't even play instruments, but it's always been very fascinating to me. And I think, again, because words were more interesting to me, it's like, okay, I am the instrument. Yeah.
Words are more interesting. Why is that?
Well, in terms of like wanting to,
Express.
yeah, express, I felt like words was just like my natural kind of
Is it?
tool. Yeah, you know, that kind of way. I
Interesting,
don't
man.
know. Yeah,
That's very interesting, man.
yeah, I definitely like to learn instruments. Like I'd love to play drums. Don't think I'd be too interested in playing guitar. But then you see people just shredding solos and that, and I'm like, yo,
Mm.
that's so fucking hard though, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, if I was playing an instrument, bro, it'd be drums, to be honest, because I think that's just like rhythm and stuff. But I know there's a lot of theory and stuff behind it as well, you know. But like, I feel like just with words and stuff, like, yeah, there's like, there is, I'm not saying it's like easy or anything like that, but I don't know. For me, it just felt like the more natural way for me to express myself, you know. Because you know when you hear people like again like shredding a hard solo or fucking just
Mm.
banging out drums like and shit like that, or even just hitting the saxophone, bro. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's for me. That's hands down
Unbelievable,
my
bro.
favorite,
You can
man.
hear that
Yeah.
person's soul, bro. They don't need
Mm.
the words, man. You know what I
Mm.
mean? They're just like doing that shit through their fucking like, you know, through themselves and the instrument
Yeah,
that they
yeah, yeah,
choose to use. You know what I mean? My instrument is
yeah.
a pen and my voice. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Crazy, bro. It don't get me wrong, I love that shit so much, but like just I don't know, some things maybe I'm being closed-minded. It's just not something I want to do
You just know
right
your
now.
strengths, man. You're working towards like
But that's true.
magnifying your
That's
strengths,
true.
man.
That's true.
Tell me, like your first ever experience performing on stage, man. What was that like, man? Because I'm curious, man.
My first ever experience on a stage, bro, I must have been about 13 or 14. It was like the first year that I had started making music. And basically, I don't know, I was just doing shit in my room, writing stuff over like fucking instrumentals and stuff like that. And just trying to like, I don't know, sometimes even recreate just other songs and so on and so forth. And yeah, you know, I after a while then I ended up getting my first ever show. It was like a charity event in a
Yeah,
school,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Okay, and it was
Oh, is
cool,
it?
man. It wasn't my school or anything. It was a different school, like in Kildare, man. You know, and yeah, I there was not many people there, and it was a big hall, so it was kind of very empty, but it was still very nerve-wracking because it's like, oh my god, I'm about to like express myself to
Mm.
people for the first time, you know,
Mm.
and just having to like learn all the words and stuff to my songs and
Mm.
just, you know, memorize things, and it just kind of built up a little bit. And then I don't know, it was like that day right before I was doing the fucking show, like there's people in the crowd that like actually like didn't like me for whatever
Oh, is it?
reasons. Yeah, this, that, and the other, like, you know,
Did that impact your performance in any way, man? Would you say?
I'd say it maybe enhanced it, to be honest,
Oh,
because
really?
yeah, it was like I think it was another layer on top of the anxiety that I kind of already built up. That I was like, I need to get past that, you know.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
like going up there, or sorry, like right before. So right before I went up, I'm standing there, I'm ready. I'm like a little bit nervous, but in my head, I'm going over all the words, and I'm literally in my head on the very last song, and said all the words in my head perfectly. And I was like, okay, I know all these words. So like there's no need for me to stress. I took a deep breath and I was like, all right, this is it.
Let's go.
This is it. Yeah, let's go fulfill my future, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
right then from there, just getting on that stage, bro, like right in that moment, I think I killed every fucking nerve in my body, bro, when it came to like being in front of people and speaking to
So you were
people
like
and
shaking
expressing
afterwards,
myself.
but at the same time you're like, oh man, let's go again. Like,
Yeah, no.
how
I
did you
wasn't-
feel afterwards, man?
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, from that second on, like, right,
Yeah.
like when I took that deep breath and walked, like the second I took that deep breath and walked to the stage, it was gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know. I was just, it felt right. It was like, this is
Natural.
exactly what I'm supposed to do. Microphone in my hand, being loud as fuck, chatting my shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it felt right, bro. Afterwards, yeah, it was blessings, man. I was just happy. You know, I got through the thing that I had built up so much anxiety towards, you know? And that was again when I was like 13 or 14, man. Like since then, I think I just kind of knew, you know, that I was like,
Mm.
okay, I definitely want to do more of that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Even though there was only what, like 20, 25 people in the crowd, 5 of those people were people that didn't like me,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that kind of way. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. It just, I was like, hold on. It was almost not that I should be doing things because of this, but it was like because after I'd done that and I felt like I'd done really well, and I was like, it was almost like a big like this to the people who didn't like me, you know, that kind of way, because it was like, you didn't like me, I really enjoyed myself, and like your hate towards me will not impact the things that I want to do, you know. But I don't know if I was able to articulate that in my mind in words back then, but I think like looking back on it in retrospect more so, it's like, yeah, it was definitely a massive
Leap.
yeah, to be honest, a massive point in my fucking existence, you know.
Yeah.
Again, of making me realize I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like, what would you say to people that's like, because you obviously found that at the age of 13, man, that thing. some people are still at the age of like 25, 26,
Yeah.
man. They don't even know what to do, man. What advice would you give them on how to identify that?
Bro, I don't know.
Would you say,
I
man?
don't know, bro.
That just came to you, like.
I think I'm just a jammy cunt, bro, to be honest with you. My whole life, man, just raised listening to music. My parents always listening to music. Me robbing CDs from my brother and my dad and going listening to all the CDs I wasn't supposed to listen to because there's bad words and, you know, that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, just again to my brother and both my mother and father showing me so much music as well, and games like fucking SingStar when that shit came out on the PS2, like, you know, it was just like you have a karaoke machine in your house all of a sudden, and I'm out here grinding on the karaoke machine for hours, bro, you know, getting to know every song, like getting the new game when it comes out and playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band with all the boys and just like, you know what I mean? Just shit like that, bro. That's where it all started, you know? Like, again, even just seeing my older brother playing Rock Band with all of his friends, and he'd be shredding the fucking guitar, one of his mates would be smashing the drums, another one would be singing the song, someone else would be playing bass, and all the boys are there, like, literally just jamming out. I thought that was just unreal, man. That's just what I wanted more of that. I really just enjoyed how music made me fucking feel, you know?
Yeah,
I guess that's the indicator, bro.
That's definitely. I was thinking that as well. You just find that thing that makes you awaken the inner child.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly, man. You know, just find just whatever thing you're doing in your life that has been like consistently showing up in front of you, and it's something you really enjoy. I think maybe that's how you find it. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm
For
just
sure,
a
man.
jammy
Yeah.
cunt, and this is like a fucking, you know, I don't know, just from a very early age, bro. Even before 13, 14, man, to be honest, you know, like the 13, 14-year-old that I was back then is what was created from all the years that happened before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
for sure,
so
man.
on and so forth. I think just around that age is when I realized what I really wanted to do. And I was like, oh, that's why this is here. You know, I've always been quite expressive, bro. Again, even just from like drawing pictures and so on and so forth. I always knew I wanted to do something that would like bring some life and some color into the world, I suppose.
You say you're a very like colorful person. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, how would you describe yourself, man?
Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, definitely. Let's see, bro. I would definitely say self-confident. I would definitely say quite loving as well. Although maybe not everybody might agree with that, but if you get my love, you get my love.
That's it, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Let me see. I suppose ambitious might be a word as well, man, to be honest, you know? Like, I've always had an ambition to do something, at least, you know, never really not knowing what it was.
You were just knew you was something big was gonna happen in your life. Like, you were meant for something bigger, like
I guess
bigger than the 9 to 5, anyways, man.
I guess
you know
everyone is, bro. To be honest, just
yeah, that's true, man. Yeah,
you know, just need to again find their thing and understand that, you know. But look, bro, some people don't find their thing till they're like 80, man. You know, and that's okay too.
You think so, man?
Yeah, I think so, bro. If you go, but look, if you're happy, man, if you're going through your life and you're happy, this, that, and the other, and you know, it takes you that long to get there, it's even better, bro. You know what I mean? It's like if it took you that long, like think about it. The challenge of just trying to achieve something in the first place, the longer and more difficult that challenge is, the greater the outcome and the better you may feel. If it takes you 80 years to grind out and find out what it is that you want to do.
Imagine the reward for that, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, it's not over till you're in the fucking grave, man. And then again, well, hopefully it all starts again then, you know?
Do you believe in reincarnation, man? Do you think?
I'd like to. It's a nice idea. Like, you know, I'd like to think that inside of my body right now is more than what is my physical body, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, the person that I am, I'd like to think I'm more than maybe just my nervous system, even my thoughts, even my just experience and something like that, you know. Like maybe there's like I don't know, bro. I guess if you look at it like this body is just a vehicle for the life that I'm going through now, and then, you know, your personality and everything that you are is energy can be created or destroyed. Where does your soul go after all of that then? Like, you know what I mean? If souls are real, if
I wouldn't say when you said we are a soul instead of we have a soul.
Well, yeah, that's absolutely true as well.
Yeah.
Fucking percent, man.
Yeah,
You know?
no, it's a lot of people are like, yeah, it's something that's always interesting on my soul and like I have a soul. Like, so who's that has the soul?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always find that interesting,
man. But look, for all we know, all religion, all spirituality, all science could all be absolute bullshit. And we're just
Yeah.
merely observing the things that we can observe through the small
Mm.
spectrums that our human instrument will allow us. You know?
What would you say is the most profound spiritual experience that you've had, man, in your life, man? I'd say you've probably had like many, but what's that one that was like, fuck, that was crazy, man? You know that one?
Yeah, to be honest, man, yeah,
There have been multiple, like, or...
Yeah, no, there has been multiple.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like condoning or pushing the idea that like, you know, psychedelics and that are okay, but they're pretty okay for
I
me.
fucking love
They
psychedelics. I don't
were
know about you.
okay. Yeah. They were okay for me. I had a good experience, like, you know, but the first time I ever took acid, long story short, peeking, just looking in the mirror, and one of my friends I was with, he was like, "Yo, don't look yourself in the mirror. You might like freak yourself."
That made me want to look even more. I did it as well. That made me want to look even more, man. It was intense,
and like
bro.
he came into the, because I was in the bathroom, he came in to make sure I was okay, and I was just like, just really staring at myself in the mirror, bro. You know, that kind of way, just like not like looking in the mirror and like not recognizing myself for the first time in my life, and having like thoughts that felt like they were like independent of the thing I was seeing in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like the thoughts were coming from the person that I seen in the mirror. It's just like it felt like there was something else, like, you know. And that, like, I don't know, that was a very game-changing experience, bro. Even just, you know, yourself, I think most people have done it, I think, where you just stare at yourself in the mirror for long periods of time,
Like, what the fuck is that?
yeah, you know, and just really questioning it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, like, what the fuck am I? Like, this is so weird. Why do I look this way? Why am I designed this way? Why do humans have a certain, like, I guess, humanoid shape that we're supposed to have? Like, you know, like, it's, I don't know, bro. Everything, bro. It's like, why is everything shaped the way it is? But, like, let's not go there. But, you know what I mean? But
it's a conversation for another
day. It is, bro. That's another podcast, man. But, what was I gonna say? I don't know, bro. Just like really deeply looking at yourself, analyzing yourself, and listening to your own thoughts, I think is some of the most powerful shit you can do, bro. Like I used to stare at myself in the mirror for so long that like I didn't even see myself anymore, bro. You know, and that's not on psychedelics. Like that's fully fucking sober. Like you know
that is,
I mean?
it's crazy.
You know, where you're like looking like
you become almost transparent in a way, man.
You're looking through your own eyes. You know what I mean? You're using your eyes to look through your own eyes. It's like you don't. You're like way past them, like if you know what I mean. But yeah, bro, that was definitely a major thing as well. That the artwork for the album, fucking of Lost in Translation as well. You know what I mean?
Inspired by that, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. I got a girl named Roisin Smith to paint that for me. I like basically just sent her an image of my face, just like looking in the mirror, like a fucking mad fun. She painted it out perfectly, like exactly what I had kind of imagined or envisioned as well. You know.
I always think it's very important as well, like, to have pure intentions, because obviously we're talking about psychedelics. So
yeah,
I just wanted to make it clear, like it's very important to have good intentions going into psychedelics. And if you are gonna do it, I'm not condoning it or anything, but like writing it down exactly what you want to get from it, like. Do you want to grow as a person? What way do you want to grow? You know, things like that. Would you say that's very important? Or
I agree and disagree, because some people might not know what their intention is at all in life. You know what I mean? And like, to be honest, the first time I took acid and stuff like that, I guess it was kind of advertised to me in a way by friends and stuff like this, that it was like, this is this
like a trip kind of.
Yeah, this is a beautiful experience. This is how you can get to know yourself and get to learn things about yourself and so on and so forth. So I guess that was kind of in my mind, like when I took it. But to be honest though, like
no regrets, like.
Nah, man, and not every time I've like tripped, you know, have I had an intention really. Sometimes there's subconscious things in your mind that you don't know you need to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like maybe like mushrooms or acid can help you point that thing out, you know? And that can help, it can almost guide you a little bit as well to like point you in the direction that you didn't know you wanted to go in the first place. You know what I mean?
I feel like for me, it just opens everything up, man. It's like, imagine you're like a flower and you're like closed. Just opens you up, but then you're able to come out and observe that flower, if you know what I mean. All those different angles and...
That is true. And also as well, I don't think that like, yes, while psychedelics can help and they can open your mind like that, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think it's anything that we can't achieve by ourselves anyway, without having to like take the psychedelic, you know? I mean, fucking helps though, and it's a great experience. So I'm like, yeah, why fucking not though? You know, it's like, you know, it's really, really, really just kind of opened up my mind to like what matters and what doesn't matter, and
Yeah.
ultimately nothing matters at all. To be honest, you know, it's you
Yeah.
just again you have to do the things that you like and the things you enjoy in your life, man. You know what I mean? And I think that's the ultimate thing that it showed me. You know, it forced me to really look at myself and understand, or recognize would be a better word, recognize the things that I don't want to be, recognize the things that are in me that I don't want there, and things that really I need to figure out and
Or
understand.
things that you need to heal, especially, man.
Especially looking at like my family relationships and stuff at
Oh,
the time when I
fuck.
was young, because I was quite a rebellious kid and it didn't end well in the family side of things.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I still like, I'm sorry, you know, to my parents and all that for hurting them and stuff, but ultimately I did the things I wanted to do, and I think it benefited me, to be honest. You know, but anyway, that caused a lot of fucking beef like between me and the family, and I think like recognizing that my actions were hurting my family, like made me want to like change that, or made me want to change my relationship with them, because ultimately I'm like, okay, I am me and I want to do the things I want to do, but I don't want to hurt my family by doing it. You know, the only reason they were hurt is because I guess they kind of had an expectation for me or something, you know what I mean? And I didn't particularly want to go that road, you know, and so, but I also didn't want to hurt them. So it was just down to just being really open and having open conversations with them that kind of cleared the air.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way. Not like forever, yeah. My fucking family are still gonna beef and tell me what to do and this, that, and the other is like whatever. Like, you know, your family are gonna be like that, bro. Like, as long as
Yeah,
you
it can
live.
be tough though, man. Like for me, I know it's one of the biggest challenges is when you obviously like having beef with your family and initiating that conversation. That for me,
It's the
that's the
hardest
hard. I
part,
don't know
man.
why it is, but man, it's
Yeah,
fucking
bro. The
difficult.
initiation of the conversation is actually more difficult
That's
than the
it, man.
conversation itself.
That's it, man. And then once the initiation, like you get into the conversation, it just naturally kind of. But it's that breaking that wall down.
Yeah,
And actually getting into it, man. It's
absolutely,
fucking.
yeah, 100%. But I think it's a very important thing to do, because I know I recognize the pattern. If like I didn't try and have them conversations, how it would fester into like spite and hate from all angles. You know, like it would make me not feel like
Yeah.
I want to be around my family and stuff, because there's like this thing going on or something. But it's like, well,
Yeah.
I do want to be around my family. You know, like they're the most important people in your life, bro. You can't be here without them. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, how much of an asshole do you have to be to like hate those people? You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all parents are great, and I'm not saying this, that, and the other, and not all people and children are great, and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other.
Fuck.
You know what I
No,
mean?
you do have those
Some
family
people are
members. Yeah.
fucking assholes, man. To be honest with you, but I think it's how you like approach people is the best way to like. I don't know, suppose uplift their mood as well, you know, that kind of way.
I would say focusing on yourself and building yourself up. Like I always wanted to help people on an empty cup. I didn't really focus. Although I had the knowledge up here, I didn't apply it to my own life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think once I started actually applying it to myself, then I just saw my brother started to get better as well, eating healthy. My dad started to become happy as well. It has that effect on people as well,
bro.
man.
If you walk into a room not knowing what energy is in that room, you ultimately come in with the, oh, what's up, how are you? How's that? You automatically lift the light in that room, bro. You know, that kind of way. It's same if you just approach somebody, you might be having a shit day. You approach them with a nice big smile and a hug and
Yeah, for sure, man.
hey, I hope you're doing
dude.
good. Like, you're really embracing people and trying to give them your light and your love and your energy.
And that is a ripple effect, man. They give it to the next person, so on and so on.
Exactly. And not only that, but like it can also just make your interaction a bit better, because it's like you then receive the same thing sometimes, you know, that kind of way. I've dealt with this so much in my life where I've been happy and I've been like so outgoing and stuff like that, and people dislike me for it, because and then like what
that happens, man. It happens.
what I have to tell myself in my head is that this person is going through a bad experience right now, and what they feel towards me is actually just what they're feeling inside of them towards themselves, I suppose. You know, it's almost like sometimes people I felt like were jealous of me being happy, you know, and
Because they weren't feeling that happiness. It's like,
it's like, oh, look at this fucking guy.
I think we've all been there at one stage though, where we see someone like happy, and you in that stage, you're like, fuck, I wish I was like that.
Oh, yeah,
I know
100%,
myself,
bro. Yeah, 100%. I think that's even just what like chatting shit about people is. Chatting shit about people is the
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah,
you, bro. If I'm chatting shit about somebody, it's not really them. It's
That's you, man.
yeah, you know what I mean. Again, some people are fucking assholes, but like, fuck it, man. You're just gonna deal. You have to just deal with those people, man, as well. You know what I mean? People are gonna be assholes, bro, and that's life. You cannot hide anybody from that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hide yourself from it, and it's just the way it goes. I'm an asshole sometimes as well.
I think we all have that arsehole inside of us, bro. To be honest, man, it's there. I have one more question for you, man.
We all have that asshole inside of us. Fucking beautiful. Put that on a wooden plaque. That's fantastic.
I just hope they're perceiving that the right way, bro.
Oh my days.
I have one more question for you, man. So, if you could give advice to someone right now who's struggling with confidence, struggling with finding passion in their lives, you could say, what advice would you give to them right now?
Bro, whatever it is you want to do, just fucking go for it. Whatever things you want to do in your life, whatever places you want to go, whatever people you want to meet, just fucking go and do it. Like, what do you have to lose? You know? Like, honestly, if you put it this way, yeah, if you live a life of doing the things you don't want to do, I don't think you're gonna live a very satisfactory life, you know?
Yeah.
If you're doing things that you don't want to do for a purpose that you don't even care about, you're never going to be satisfied. But if you're doing things you don't want to do to reach a goal that you want to achieve, to get to the places you want to be at, to meet the people you want to be with, to be in the rooms that you fucking need to be, then like hard stuff doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel so hard anymore, you know, when the purpose is really something that you want to do. So in terms of finding that purpose, I guess just think about what's the most enjoyable way that you could possibly spend your life, you know? What's the thing that you feel like doing would bring light to your life? And if you're not doing it, why are you not doing it? Fucking, yeah, simple as, you know? I could keep going, bro, but I think I'll just leave that there. It's really as simple as that. Just do the things you want to do with love. And that's it.
Love.
100%, man.
Lovely stuff, man. Well, appreciate you fucking coming.
Appreciate you, man. 100%.
Bless up, brother. Bless.
Blessings as always, man. Also, one more thing before you motherfuckers go. I am doing a show in Dublin, Dashi, Smithfield on the 20th of October. So please pull up. I would love to see some new faces there. And yeah, come see me do my thing as well. So